sledgehammer.
Coming off a grueling title defense, Triple H was steadily building his legacy as one of the greatest world heavyweight champions in WWE history. The following night on Raw, the game looked to take the night off. However, Stone Cold Steve Austin had other plans.
You can pick your own opponent tonight, as long as that opponent is a former world champion.
I'll wrestle the greatest former world heavyweight champion of all time, Ric Flair.
What?
I'm overwhelmed. I mean, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in my entire life. The best versus the best, just like we talked about.
I chose you to stick it up Austin's ass. I chose you not because you're Ric Flair. I chose you because you're Ric Flair. You'll lay down.
With Ric Flair's integrity at stake, Shawn Michaels paid Flair a visit to remind him who he was and give the dirtiest player in the game his confidence back.
Do you really think I can go out there and beat a guy like Triple H right now?
I know you can do it.
Where's Flair getting this from?
After what I saw you do with Triple H,
Look at these shots by Flair.
I am here to tell you that you, Ric Flair, were, are, and will always be the greatest wrestler in the world. And I just want to know if I'm in the same league with Ric Flair.
You, Michaels, will always be a Ric Flair wannabe.
He just took a Shawn Michaels.
I am not the little boy watching my idol. I am a Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper. You didn't pass the torch to me. I took it from you.
Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels had bad blood. The dream match, perhaps of all time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 234 pounds, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair!
People ask, who do you think is the greatest champion of all time? To me, it's a toss-up. It's either Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels. Flair dominated the 80s as no one has ever dominated a decade. Shawn Michaels dominated the 90s. It took what Flair had done to another level.
Well, there have been a lot of guys who wanted to be like Ric Flair.
From San Antonio, Texas, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
From just down the road in San Antonio, Shawn Michaels has made his way here to Houston.
Well, you said it before, Cole. Nobody dominated the 80s like Ric Flair. And nobody dominated the 90s like Shawn Michaels. And you know what? This is 2003. Who's going to dominate tonight?
We can think back to the last 20 years and some of the greatest five-star matches and match of the year candidates. And one common denominator is that they usually had either Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels in them.
And that's why this match is almost guaranteed to be special. I love it.
The Texas crowd does too, King. The cheers for HBK already starting up from his home state fans. But you can hear that Flair has his cult following too, as always.
Choking asthma.
And here comes Ric Flair. Too much.
In a close line.
Is the master of the figure four leg lock. Likes to get you on the ground and work the legs. And when he decides to focus on the legs, Flair can dissect those legs like a surgeon.
Oh, you said it, Cole. When Flair decides to work on the legs, you're pretty much history. You're pretty much toast.
You know, we can talk all day about Flair's figure four leg lock, but he really can work the legs in a whole variety of ways if he wants to.
And Shawn Michaels has seen Nature Boy's moves thousands of times.
Scheiße.
Has watched all of Flair's matches, so he knows what to look out for.
Na?
Yep, there's reversal by Shawn Michaels. And he's heading back in. Now back to the ring.
Klar, das Konter wieder.
Nice reversal by Michaels. Yeah, how many times have we seen that from HBK over the years?
Reicht jetzt aber.
He almost took his head off with that lariat. There's another great kick. Well, in the events leading up to this match, Shawn Michaels brought tears to Nature Boy's eyes by telling him how he idolized Ric Flair, nearly worshipped Ric Flair.
But King, Shawn eventually got stabbed in the back by Ric Flair.
Wait a minute, as for Michaels being stabbed in the back, that was just typical Nature Boy. If Shawn Michaels really idolized Flair like he said he did, he should have expected it from the dirtiest player in the game.
Just because HBK should have seen it coming doesn't make
Und Suplex.
A textbook suplex.
Look out, Ric Flair is measuring.
Und Knee Drop.
That's it. He's out. You know, Shawn Michaels might be as athletic a superstar as we have in WWE today.
And that's always the one thing to watch out for in a Shawn Michaels match. With his athleticism, HBK has the ability to dictate the pace of a match, like a fast break basketball team.
Well, that's if he gets going, Cole. Ric Flair is doing everything he can to prevent Shawn Michaels from getting any kind of momentum in this match.
The opportunistic veteran in the ring today, Nature Boy Ric Flair, who's overcome it all. 16-time world champion. Survived a horrific plane crash years ago when he suffered a broken back.
And not many people thought that Ric Flair would ever come back to WWE after that. But not only did he come back, he came back to dominate.
Can you imagine coming back from a plane crash like the Nature Boy? That's not exactly a pulled hamstring.
No, and that's just another one of the reasons that Ric Flair is an absolute.
Hey, that's my move.
The WWE. Woo!
Mann. Schnell raus, ey.
Rolling out of harm's way. Smart strategy there. And we're going back between the ropes. HBK sees the opportunity. Oh, I bet we see Nature Boy reach even deeper into his bag of tricks tonight than he usually does. Desperate people do desperate things, and Ric Flair needs to win this match here tonight.
And we all know what kind of tactics Ric Flair can call on when he's desperate. The dirtiest player in the game. Didn't earn that nickname by playing nice.
Ric Flair, the dirtiest player in the game, is going to do whatever it takes to put Shawn Michaels in his place here tonight.
Flair is just so confident. Some would say borderline arrogant, but boy, so confident.
Well, believe me, Flair is arrogant, and he doesn't apologize for it. He's the Nature Boy.
The one thing...
what's Flair going for here? But wait, a reversal by Shawn Michaels, and ooh, Flair hit that corner hard. He's dazed.
Yeah, really dazed.
Here comes HBK. Flair in the corner now. Shawn Michaels has him, but wait a minute.
Blatant low blow.
And I think Ric Flair got both HBK and the referee. What are you gonna do now, Nature Boy? Woo! Uh-oh, look at this. Oh, trying to put him away. Oh, you do not get up from that.
Finger vor Leg Lock.
Look at this! Ric Flair with a finger four, but no!
Shoved right into the official. And now Shawn Michaels is ready to go. And he's tuning up the band for some sweet chin music on Nate.
Look out, Nature Boy!
And he connects. Who the heck? Randy Orton
with a steel chair to the back of Shawn Michaels. And look at this, he's putting Nature Boy on top of HBK.
The youngest member of Evolution.
Are you kidding? The
Helping out
referee.
his buddy Flair.
And there's the 3 count. I can't believe this, Cole.
No, I can't. That's the way these guys operate.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, he's almost unconscious. There's no way he could have won this match over Shawn Michaels without the help of Randy Orton. Ric Flair can barely stand, but Shawn Michaels is out.
Orton paying dividends.